Now we are going to start with a problem on admission of partner. In case of admission of partner, the first account we are required to prepare is the revaluation account, and the second is the partner's capital account, and balance sheets are required to be prepared. So first we are going to see what entries are going to be passed in the revaluation account. The first is the decrease in the value of the assets. Whenever there is a decrease in the value of the asset, for example, the machineries, stock, building, furnitures, all these are subjected to depreciation. Depreciation is a kind of loss, it reduces the value of the asset. So whenever there is a loss, we will debit it to the revaluation account. On the opposite side, when there is an increase in the value of the asset, for example, land and building appreciation by 10%, 20%, investments value increase, so it's a kind of unrealized profit that will be credited to the revaluation account. After that, we are coming to the liabilities. अगर liabilities की values increase होती है, for example creditors are value increasing, outstanding expenses are getting increased, bills payable increasing, or we are making certain unexpected provision for the expenses, it's a kind of the extra expenses, extra losses the firm is going to bear. So these are debited to the revaluation account debit side. On the opposite side, when there is a decrease in the value of the liability, for example क्रेडिटर्स ने हमको डिस्काउंट दे दिया, या तो कोई किसी को बिल्स पे करना है वो कैंसिल हो चुका है, तो लाइबिलिटीज डिक्रीज हो जाएंगी, एंड इन सच अ केस इट्स अ नोशनल प्रॉफिट दैट विल बी क्रेडिटेड टू द रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट. एंड थर्ड, देयर इज अ क्रिएशन ऑफ अ न्यू लाइबिलिटीज. If you are making a new liability, it's a kind of a loss that will be debited to the revaluation debit. On the opposite side, अगर कोई नया unrecorded asset आ जाता है तो वो किस्म का asset है that will be credited to the revaluation account. Next is the partners capital accounts. In this we are going to see what are the ingredients of the partners capital account. See, in the old balance sheet you might be having the capital balance. This capital balance is transferred to the partners capital account by balance brought downward. Partners capital account, then general reserve, undistributed profit, or balance in profit and loss account, these are also credited to the partners capital account. Then we have got the revaluation profit. When do we do the balancing of the revaluation account? When the credit side of total is more than a debit side total, it results into revaluation profit. So ये जो revaluation profit होता है, that is also credited to the that is also credited to the partner's capital account. When a new partner brings a goodwill into the business, that goodwill is credited to the partner's account. So this entry will come. And when a new partner brings a capital, the entry passes cash account debit to partner's capital account. To partner's capital account means what? Partners एक पर्सन अकाउंट है, पर्सन अकाउंट का रूल क्या है? डेबिट द रिसीवर, क्रेडिट द गिवर. यहाँ पे इनकमिंग पार्टनर ने हमें कैपिटल दिया है तो उसका हम अकाउंट क्रेडिट किए, ये हम बाद में देखेंगे. 6 नंबर गुडविल एडजस्टमेंट बाद में देखेंगे. लेट्स कम टू द रिवैल्यूएशन लॉस. जब भी रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट का डेबिट साइड का टोटल क्रेडिट साइड के टोटल से ज़्यादा होता है तो देयर इज़ अ लॉस, एंड दैट लॉस इज़ डेबिटेड टू द रिवैल्यूएशन डेबिट. अगर कोई पार्टनर विड्रॉ करता है तो वो भी पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट के डेबिट में हो जाएगा. कैपिटल एडजस्टमेंट जब आएगा तब हम देखेंगे अनरिकॉर्डेड लायबिलिटीज भी. नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द प्रॉब्लम. Amar Akbar were the partners in a firm sharing profit and losses equally. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 25 is as follows. See, in this balance sheet, cash, stock, debtors, furniture, all these except cash will go to the new balance sheet, and cash will go to the ledger account, separate ledger account, and sundry creditors will go to balance sheet. अमर एंड अकबर का कैपिटल है वो चला जाएगा पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट में. जनरल रिजर्व चले जाएगा पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट में. ओल्ड रेशियो में डिवाइड हो जाएगा और बिल्स रिसीवेबल विल गो टू द बैलेंस शीट. देन वी हैव गॉट अ फ्यू एडजस्टमेंट्स. Anthony is going to be admitted on the 1st April 25. एंथोनी 8,000 रुपये कैपिटल लेकर आएगा, 4,000 रुपये गुडविल लेकर आएगा विच विल बी रिटेन इन द बिजनेस. मोटर वैन विल बी डिप्रिसिएटेड बाय 10%. स्टॉक will be revalued at 7,000. Plant and machinery to be appreciated by 20%, and creditors will allow 8% discount. Now we are coming to the problem, solution of the problem. First of all, we are going to prepare all this structure. We have prepared revaluation account, we have prepared partners capital account, we have prepared balance sheet, new balance sheet in the books of Amar, Raghav, Anthony. We have to goodwill, we have got a cash account. Now this is the old balance sheet extract. Now this is a cash account. Cash account will go to cash account debit side. Then we have got a stock. Stock will go to balance sheet asset side inner column. Then we have got sundry debtors. Sundry debtors will go to balance sheet outer column because there is no adjustment. Then we have got the loose tools. Loose tools will go to balance sheet asset side outer column because there is a no adjustment. Then we have got the furniture. Furniture balance sheet asset side outer column because no adjustment. Then we have got the motor van. Motor van will go to inner column because there is an adjustment. Then we have got the plant and machinery. Plant and machinery will go to balance sheet asset side inner column because there is an adjustment. We have completed a posting of the asset side. Now we are going to the liability side. Creditors 15,000 rupees, that will go to balance sheet liability inner column because there is an adjustment. This capital Amar Agwa capital. Amar capital will go to Amar capital account 12,000. Then Akbar's capital will come to Akbar's 10,000. Sorry, Amar capital was 12,000, Akbar's capital was 10,000. Then we have got a general reserve. This general reserve will be shared equally 1:1 between the old partners. Then we have got a bills payable. Bills payable will go to balance sheet assets, balance sheet liability side. Now we have completed a posting of all the balance sheet items. Now coming to the adjustments. They agreed to admit Anthony as a new partner on 1st April 25. He shall have 1/4 share in the future profits. He will bring 8,000 as capital. कैपिटल आ गया, कैश आ गया 8,000 रुपया. किसने दिया? न्यू पार्टनर ने दिया, उसका अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हो गया 8,000 रुपया बाय. तो यहाँ पे जर्नल एंट्री क्या होंगी? कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू एंथोनीज कैपिटल अकाउंट. सेकेंड एडजस्टमेंट, ही विल ब्रिंग 4,000 एज इज गुडविल. 4,000 रुपया आ गया गुडविल कैश अकाउंट डेबिट. किस तौर पे आया? गुडविल के तौर पे आया. सो माई एंट्री विल बी कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू गुडविल अकाउंट, and this goodwill will be retained in the business. That means this goodwill will be credited to the partner's capital account. When the goodwill came, goodwill was credited. Now this goodwill will be credited to the partner's capital account. Amar will get 2,000, Akbar will get 2,000 because the profit sharing ratio is equal. This will go to partner's capital account. Okay. Now we are going to motor van depreciation. Motor van depreciation by 10%. So 7,000 का आता है 700 rupees. Outer column 6,300. This depreciation will go to revaluation debit. Then you have got a stock at 7,000. पहले stock 8,000 था, now it has become 7,000. So there is a depreciation of 1,000 rupees, outer column 7,000, and this 1,000 will go to revaluation account debit side. After that we have got plant and machinery. Plant and machinery appreciation by 20%. So 20% comes to 2,400. Outer column 14,400. It's a kind of a profit that will go to revaluation account credit side. After that we have got creditors. क्रेडिटर्स ने हमको 8% डिस्काउंट दिया विच कम टू 1200. आउटर कॉलम 13,800. This 1200 is a kind of a profit. Now we have completed all the posting and adjustments. Now our next step is to do the totaling. Revaluation credit side total is 3,600. Then debit side total is 1,700. So the balance 1,900 is a revaluation profit. So I wrote 3,600 on both sides of the revaluation account. This 1,900 is a revaluation profit. This will be credited to the partner's capital account. Equally, Amar will get 950, Akbar will get 950. This will go to the partner's capital account. Then we will do the balancing of the goodwill account. 4,000. Then we come to the cash account. Cash 12,800. We wrote here 12,800. So the balance is the 12,800 and this 12,800 will go to the balance sheet. Then we come to the partner's capital account. 8,000 rupees partner's capital, Anthony's capital, Akbar's capital 13,450, Amar's capital 15,450. Then we take all this total on the debit side. So to balance carry down of this, all this Amar, Akbar, Anthony capital will go to balance sheet now. Capital account, Amar, Akbar, Anthony, all this balance will come here. We do the totaling of this 36,900. Now we do the total of the balance sheet assets side. It comes to 52,700. Then we did the total of the liability side. It's coming to 52,700. So with this we have completed the solution of this problem, and shortly we are going to move to the next problem. Thank you.